Before I found my faith, my life, oh boy, it's kind of blurry in a way. I had a lot of things like in my way, I guess. Like I had a lot of addictions and things that I was struggling with. A lot of the time I was trying to just make it through the next day. I don't know, a lot of the times when I would explain it to people, I would kind of say it felt like I was like sleepwalking through the dark, just kind of like bumping into things or into people or into problems and strange things. And I thought I knew who I was, but I really didn't, and it was just kind of it was a blur, especially compared to now. Placing my faith in Christ was actually a pretty slow and gradual process. As much as I wanted it to be quicker, because I realized like how beneficial it could be for me, I kind of struggled with finding my faith in a way. I remember my first prayer, after being frustrated with so many things, I started to ask more for help and ask for help with my addictions and my problems and the world around me, and started to more kind of give in and submit and ask Jesus to help me with my life and the world that I was kind of surrounded by. Almost immediate in the way that the next few days were different, and I had no pull to the same activities or the same things, the same addictions anymore. And even with friend groups that I shouldn't have been with, I was able to just draw certain boundaries and things and understand that that's not who I am. It was a very surreal experience, something that I would have never expected, and that's what started to get me to believe in Jesus, because I had not been able to get myself to drop some of these addictions, my own like willpower with my family or my friends, or things that I had lost along the way, or people that I had lost along the way weren't able to do that until I asked for help from God. And that was something that I did not expect. And then once I saw that, is really what switched it on for me, that I wanted, like, it was like once that happened, it really made the switch for me that like I had put my faith in the right place. There was a time I was even pretty against it. Like I was not raised Christian or religious in any way. I didn't go to church with my family or anything, and so I didn't really have an understanding of it. And so faith to me, I didn't really know how to work with that. I didn't even really know how to pray. I was like, are there rules to this? Like, how does this work? Even little things like dressing for church and stuff like that. I was like, what do I wear? Like, what is the dress code? How do I pray? How do I, I didn't know anything about the Bible, had never opened one. My life after placing my faith in Jesus is a lot more clear. God has changed everything for me. He really has. And my having a faith has changed everything for me. It would be shorter for me to list the things that God hasn't changed in my life than to list out all of the things that he has. Everything from my relationships to my family to how I view myself to my job and just even my day-to-day to how I try to speak with people and everything. I want to be baptized today because it's more of a public declaration of my faith, and I've already become the person that I am proud to be, and it's just a public declaration that I'm no longer the person that I used to be. I'm no longer the same man, and I'm proud of that.